Alright, part two. Okay, so part one, I have system into a more complex system. I have consideration of your ancestral dichotomy. And then I also have misappropriation. So in some sort of way that will be, implemented into a title. But this is part two. Let's see. I'll put this right here. Now, before we do these, let's go ahead and get a protective sigil. Or let's get a sigil. I'll just call it a sigil. If it's for protection, then it's for that. If it's for some other aspect of your life, then it's for that. So we have Ancestral for my Intuit cards. At the bottom of it, we have Perception number 5. We have the King of Swords from Grandfather deck. Two of Wands. At the bottom, we have the 9, Spiritual Strength. We have here, Longing for Home, Homesick for the Stars. We have Bravery, Oceans. And we have 15, Nephilim, Controversial, Assessing, New Perspectives. Oh, this is interesting. This is part of a quote that I had got from meditation I've done. Alright, so we have Labyrinth. Labyrinth. So there could be elemental fairies. We can have fairies here. Fairy dust. Or dust of some kind. Wood. Alright, so we have Love Charm. And we have the festival. Alright, so that could be sandalwood. Something could be spiritual. A spiritual retreat. Or this could be a treat from spirit. Alright, yeah, but the quote, part of the quote, I'll say it here. I read, the inability to efficiently direct our passions births desires. The proclivity to not satisfy that desire leads to damnation. Alright, and then there's other parts of it. It was interesting. Definitely. Ooh. But my eyes were just like glancing over there. Alright, so let's get to it. So Labyrinth. Oh, did you guys see it? Labyrinth 12. Okay. So when I think of a labyrinth, I kind of think of, it's this one movie called Cube, The Cube, where people were implanted inside this device and they had to kind of like understand, the pattern. So it's kind of like we're going to trap you in a space. You won't know exactly where that space is or what's around that space, or but it's connecting to other spaces. The festival, kind of, it's a connecting spot or a portal. So there might be for some of you, you're going to some sort of spiritual retreats or a spiritual a rendezvous of sorts. It's like a rendezvous, a meeting spot between souls, between your soulmates here. You're about to connect at this festival. Love charm. Interesting. So there will be some energy of I don't know. I'm just seeing like some good energy here. I'm getting good energy. The diviner, divine timing, evaluation. Yeah, something's. I mean, I'm hearing loud and clear a scream. Spiritual. It's spiritual. All right, so something is not religious. All right, it's spiritual. Something. I mean, we're here. It is not religious. It's spiritual. You will find that out here, or something like that. It's like a new caliber, or the next caliber of what it means to be a spiritual being. Um, so we have the witch, we have experimentation, rebellion. Okay, we have the hound, loyalty, chains, promises. So this might be a gatekeeper. There might be a gatekeeper here, or there's an energy of gatekeeping. A, a gatekeeper or a watcher, like someone who guards and protects. Um, okay. So this is dealing with like sensitivities or vulnerabilities. The hounds. Alright, so I'm getting that cat. What was the cat? The jester cat from Alice in Wonderland. Just hmm. Okay, so entrance into this would be a certain phrase. Okay. Yeah, we have King of Swords, King of Swords. Alright. Okay. Reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Alright, so something is. This is a limited position, or this position that you feel that you. Not many can take on. Alright, we have Judgment. Belial. Oh, 68, 15. Interesting. The King of Swords is 15. Nephilim, 15. Your ancestor. Okay. And then we have Judgment here. Distributes promotions and high offices. Causes one to be liked. That's because you are favored here. Meaning your purpose is to be fulfilled. So there are here. So that cat here. Or it could just be a familiar. Elemental, right? King of Swords. Let's see. This is a lot of energy I'm taking in on these reads. So Kings Without Kingdoms just popped up. Official album trailer. Interesting. That is interesting, given what we're talking about. We have 23, News, Raven. So you have a familiar. This is spreading news. We did have new perspectives in regards to something. So the way in which you speak basically is revealing what's to come. So that's what the pattern is. The way in which you phrase or sentence, the way you phrase your sentences, whether verbally or, written or drawn. It is basically a diagram or something like that. So basically, it's like a layout. On how something should be established, how it will work. Alright. So apparently, there are some geniuses that fall on this channel. And I just will say stuff based off of my I will start to enter no more. Okay, it's fine. We have 17, authenticity. We have a wolf. A wolf. Alright, so you're not a cat, you're a wolf. Or there's a wolf here. Reciprocity. Honeybee. Okay. Okay. So alright, so you're visited here. You're receiving a new encryption. Or you're receiving a code here. Or a badge or something like that. Something to carry around with you. Signifying immediate permanence. For kind of like a sink, because we have reciprocity, honeybee here. So this is immediately working and creating a shift with what was supposed to be kind of like an opposing force. Because there was some disturbance, recklessness, and carelessness here of a group. And so now this is going back to something being eradicated eradicated or canceled out or terminated or ended. But it wouldn't be possible to kind of like get rid of them all. It's too much money, time. Too much time. It takes too much time to try to get rid of them all. The best thing to do is to okay. I know this sounds interesting, but it's like interesting lyrics. Why did an artist phrase their lyrics in such a way to kind of like remind themselves, you know, in that moment, I believe I'll be, you know, in this situation again, but I will present myself suitable. Am I going on a tangent? Because how did we get there? Reciprocity. So we have a gatekeeper here. It's a wolf. Or the familiar is coming to you. The familiar to the gatekeeper is coming to you. It's in the form of a wolf. It's not in sheep's clothing. When it speaks to you, it will speak to you in the form of a bee, or the honeybee specifically. Alright?